A man by the name of Jay Reed has announced that he's suing No Jumper for $50 million.
You know, some people could be mad. I'm mad too. I'm mad he put his hands on me. I'm mad that he did this for content. And then to top it off, go around like his content or something. Like you got an action-packed movie or something. All right. Well, pay the actors then. You know what I mean? Pay the actors then that was in that action-packed movie. I need mines off the dribble. Thought I wasn't. Thought I wasn't. 50 mil. Damn near glasses almost came. 50 mil almost came off when I said that.
The action-packed movie that he says he needs to be paid for is the viral video that was circulating about 6 months ago where Loose Cannon was discombobulating every membrane on his body. Loose Cannon pistol whipped him. Loose Cannon gave him a concussion. Loose Cannon stripped him butt, booty naked. Loose Cannon gave him several beats. I'm talking about Vegeta punch combos and left him unconscious near No Jumper. Not at No Jumper, but near No Jumper. In the police report, he told the police that he was at No Jumper for a business meeting with Wack 100, Adam, and Loose Cannon. And when he got there, he was lured outside by Loose Cannon before being viciously attacked by Loose Cannon and multiple men and robbed and stripped. And his homie was also robbed, stripped, and left unconscious. To file a police report and do all that snitching already shows this dude is going all the way. Because he's already very content, it looks like, with his decision to be labeled a snitch and to give up his gangbanging career. He's going all the way because he believes he's gonna get $50 million out of No Jumper. But the question is, will all that snitching pay off? I feel like there's a couple components here that really decides on whether or not this dude will be successful suing No Jumper. The components are who invited you to No Jumper. Because if Adam invited you and you come and then you got viciously beaten up in No Jumper, you're probably entitled to compensation. If an employee invited you and you came to No Jumper and got a beatdown, you're probably entitled to compensation. But if somebody not associated, not linked, not employed by No Jumper invited you, then it's kind of hard to say No Jumper is responsible. Secondly, where did this take place? Did this take place in No Jumper during business hours or outside of No Jumper in an alleyway that's shared by multiple buildings around No Jumper? That's also a component. And the other component here, and I do believe it's really important, and that is, do Jay Reed have proof that he was invited to that business meeting? Because the business meeting that he claims was with him, Adam, Wack, and Loose Cannon was actually with Wack, Loose Cannon, and the Dash Network. Now, Jay Reed is claiming that he was a representative for the Dash Network, that he was invited to do business on behalf of the Dash Network. Wack 100 and others is claiming the meeting with the Dash Network and Wack 100 was canceled. It was not supposed to happen. They canceled that day because the CEO had something to do. They had no idea that Jay Reed was supposed to come. And if Jay Reed was there, it's because Loose Cannon invited Jay Reed to come. But Loose Cannon is not a No Jumper employee, nor had anything to do with this Wack 100 and Dash Network situation. Loose Cannon was going to be somebody who was just there and present because maybe he wanted to talk about his own situation with Dash Network. So proving this is going to be an uphill battle for Jay Reed because the CEO of Dash Network has came out and said that Jay Reed has nothing to do with Dash Network. Jay Reed isn't a Dash Network representative, and he has no idea why Jay Reed was at No Jumper that day, but it had nothing to do with Dash Network and the meeting that was scheduled with Wack 100.
So, yo, check it out. It's your boy Mozzie, CEO of Dash. I just wanted to address some shit with the Jay Reed situation. Jay Reed, stop the capping online, man. You had no dealings with Dash. You're not a part of Dash. I met you one time. That was it. I don't even know. You came with some people that I know, with Travis, you know. But as far as you saying you had dealings with Wack 100, with me, you had no dealings with us. So whatever situation you got going on with Loose Cannon or whatever happened or whatever whatnot went through has nothing to do with Dodge, nothing to do with us at all. None of my dealings and partnerships and nothing to do with that, man. So change the narrative, bro, because you're capping. And I had to say it because I'm getting too many people hitting me up about this whole situation. And, you know, I didn't even go out there. I let Wack know, like, I'm not making it, and then that was that. So I don't know why you went up there, whatever problems or issues or your relationship with Loose Cannon, that's between y'all. But it has nothing to do with anybody that I'm doing dealings with. I don't know. So I just had to say something because it's just too many people hit me up about this shit. I'm out.
So far, the only proof that Jay Reed has that he was supposed to be at No Jumper are text messages between him and Loose Cannon, who's not an employee of No Jumper. So to really prove that he was invited by Wack or he had dealings with Wack, who's a No Jumper employee / partner, then you would have to prove that you were supposed to be there on behalf of Dodge Network. And that's an uphill battle. Now, I did look at, now the lawsuit isn't public yet, but TMZ did get like a draft of the lawsuit. And this lawsuit here is very concerning. So in Loose Cannons and, you know, the Rolling 60s federal RICO, they included this incident. In the police report, it stated that Jay Reed was robbed of $5,000 worth of valuables. In the RICO, it says that Jay Reed was robbed of $5,000 worth of valuables. In the lawsuit, though, Jay Reed added an extra to it. So in the new legal docs obtained by TMZ, a man named Jeremiah Reed said he was concussed in an alleged December 24th incident at No Jumper Burbank. Now, he says the people who whooped his behind were agents, employees, guests, and or affiliates of Adam's company. I'm gonna tell you right now, the people who are in the video doing the attack on Jay Reed were not agents, employees, like maybe guests, but Loose Cannon wasn't doing a podcast that day. He was just dropping off a gift for Adam, I believe. But right here, Jay Reed says that he was deprived of personal property, cash, and valuables in excess of $10,000. And the reason why he put, I believe, $10,000, I don't know, because you could still sue for more than $10,000 even if you weren't robbed for $10,000, right? You can still take this out of small claims court, but he put $10,000 right here, which shows again an inconsistency, because in the police report and in the federal document, he says $5,000. Now he's saying $10,000 right here. All right. Now, Reed says Adam was aware of complaints, police activity, and other indications that folks who hung around the building created a dangerous or unsafe conditions on the property. And he says Adam negligently failed to take responsible care of monitoring and supervising the premises while hosting his podcast. That's also one of the flaws, I believe, in this case, or one of the things that may surface. The No Jumper building was closed down. The podcast was over. Adam had already left the building. So the premises were closed. It wasn't open. So if the beatdown happened in the after hours of No Jumper, is No Jumper responsible? I'm not a lawyer, so I'm going to let the lawyers in the comment section, y'all tell me, what do you guys think about this? Now, Wack 100 would actually call into the academics live stream, and he would discuss this, and Wack would say that he has nothing to do with this, and this all falls on Loose Cannon. If he does have a claim, he should sue Loose Cannon, not Wack 100 or No Jumper, because Wack 100 didn't touch him. Wack 100 did not invite him. Loose Cannon invited him, and Loose Cannon was the one who attacked him.
Hey, Wack, why am I hearing that some dude Jay Reed is suing you and Adam? Claim he got his eye socket dislocated. He got beat up at No Jumper after you invite him up there. What's going on, man?
I read that whole shit this morning, bro. This shit is old. This shit ain't new. You don't have it?
No. But TMZ posted some shit. They say there's a lawsuit. I looked up the lawsuit. I don't see a lawsuit. So there's
here you go. It been there. That shit is
There's a lawsuit?
Yeah, it been there, but it's I think he's suing No Jump. I don't know. He's gonna end up Fuck yourself, bro. Cause you know when you be lying and shit,
Yeah.
it fuck every time. Like you can't. Okay, first of all, he's claiming he had an interview at No Jumper, right? There's no interview with this guy. We don't, you know. Then he said he had a business meeting at No Jumper, right? That doesn't exist. But now it's coming out that him and Loose Cannon were communicating. But here goes the problem.
Yeah.
The No Jumper building was closed, and Loose Cannon's not an employee contracted in any way at No Jumper.
So now, I'm with you on that. Here's the only thing, and this is why civil suits
You
suck.
watched the video, bro.
No, I get it. Civil suits suck because of this, though. Because with civil suits, they just got to prove that somebody is liable for any damage.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. Look, if a nigga come in your parking lot where you located right now, right?
Yeah.
And has a fight with a nigga that don't work with you, ain't got nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
Adam wasn't even in the building. The building was shut down, nigga.
No.
It was over with.
Hold on. I agree with you. However, they're looking at him as the money man. Because at least with TMZ said, TMZ didn't mention your name. TMZ didn't mention your name. Loose Cannon ain't nobody named but Adam.
Look, if that's the case, Loose Cannon got an attempted murder charge coming. That's why. He down there he got a criminal charge coming. Him and two other niggas, whoever they may be.
None of this is funny, but here's the hilarious part about all this, okay? Well, I can say, hold on, man. I ain't got nothing to do with what you and Loose Cannon had going on, bro. When Loose Cannon pulled the weapon out, I told Loose Cannon to stop. And when y'all ain't stopped, me and my homies hopped in our vehicles and we got gone. We was not there when no police came. We weren't there when that joint finished. We left. Now, Loose Cannon is hearing this, and Loose Cannon said, hold on, nah. If I'm gonna go down, No Jumper is gonna go down with me. So Loose Cannon dropped a video where he say, nah, we all had a hand in this. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Loose Cannon, you supposed to hold it down for this, man. What's going on here, man? Damn. I knew that Loose Cannon and Wack was beefing. I didn't know Loose Cannon had an issue with No Jumper.
What it goes, I'm putting a PSA out for all the sweethearts, the sweetie pies, the soft individuals that keep spreading false narratives. Bubble Butt, you trying to remove yourself. Let me tell you how it all started, everybody. Mozzie came to me, approached me with a business opportunity for a deal to run a TV show off his network. So when Mozzie and Travis Ford came to me, I thought about Wack because I brought up the idea, let's do an exposure podcast. So we go to a dinner meeting that we set up that same night. And when we set up the dinner meeting or whatever, it was Mozzie, it was Jay Reed, and it was Travis Ford. Mozzie introduced Jay Reed and Travis Ford as his business partners. Me and Wack was coming in on another end. So I don't know what's the narrative that they trying to push, like Jay Reed don't have nothing to do with Dash or anything like that, when basically it was all connected. Mozzie never knew Wack until I introduced Wack to Mozzie. Second of all, the No Jumper incident, Bubble Butt knew exactly Jay Reed was coming up there to talk. He knew the discretions and the discrepancies when it came down to the numbers and the false statements that they was presenting, acting like they Dash Network was doing this amount of numbers and had this amount of subscribers. So all those false rumors and acting like you don't know anything and trying to separate yourself. This police report been out for months. There have not been no charges. So if he's doing a lawsuit or whatever, that's what he's doing, a lawsuit. But I don't have nothing to do with none of this stuff. Y'all can stop lying. Y'all keep talking about people telling, snitching, ratting, all that stuff. Wait until August 13th come out. And then when it comes out or whatever, let's see how many people lose credibility by saying stuff.
This would be crazy because Loose Cannon was the attacker. So is Loose Cannon, is he gonna like in exchange to kind of like make sure that Loose Cannon is not included in a lawsuit? Will he then ask Loose Cannon to help him out in his lawsuit against No Jumper? Because Loose Cannon, y'all just heard it. Loose Cannon said, "Man, they all knew what was going on. They all knew what was going on. Man, nah, man, they knew he was coming. They welcomed. Oh, nah." Man, Loose Cannon ain't going down by himself in this lawsuit, bro. Loose Cannon said, "Man, if I get sued, if I go down for this, man, y'all gotta go down too, man. All right, y'all can't just enjoy y'all lives, man." Which, hey, man, it's hard to really say, you know. I don't know, because I wasn't there, so it's hard to say whether or not Loose Cannon is lying or telling the truth. I wasn't there, man, but this is crazy. Y'all let me know, man. Who do y'all believe, man? Do y'all believe Jay Reed and Loose Cannon, or do y'all believe Wack 100 and Adam 22? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here on my screen to find out how this host from the Joe Budden podcast freaks out, panic mid-podcast after being confronted by the truth by Piers Morgan. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.